I'd be a great crush. I have no doubt.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You know why they call me Crush? Because I crush up Percocet and snort that shit. That's those paper straws. They suck for that shit. I need a plastic one, baby. Woo! Save the turtles. Yeah, they do a great job of making you fall in love with the characters in Ted Lasso. I always have that problem where as soon as I watch a TV show, like instantly whatever the TV show is about, I want to do that. If I watch Ted Lasso, I want to be a coach or a soccer player.
I want to be a coach so bad.
Bro, I watched Netflix did a pirate documentary and I immediately bought Assassin's Creed the pirate one so I could be
Black
a pirate.
Flag?
Yeah,
oh, that's the best
one. I have to be a pirate. Like I have
the best
to.
One.
Whatever I watched fucking Game of Thrones. I had to play night shit, like everything.
Yep.
I have to.
I watch anything like Game of Thrones or like medievally. I play Skyrim for like 16 hours the next day, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like I'm over that game. But for a little bit, feels good.
You're mic 3. You're mic 3. So
That's
then
why
make
that
sure
makes
mic
sense.
1
All
and 2.
Gotcha.
The only one that should be red is 4
Yeah.
because there's no mic. It makes a weird, ugly sound.
I mean, honestly, good for you guys because when I watch stuff and I get real into it, I start taking on the personality a little bit.
No, same thing though.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you. Like
if I was you, you're watching that pirate show, I would just start saying out of nowhere like, "Arr."
Right.
Arr, who wants syphilis? Sold me, matey. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you got scurvy right now.
I'm more of a chlamydia guy myself, but tomato, tomato.
Yeah, you'd be a freak nasty pirate, Brian. Like you'd be like Blackbeard,
You'd
where
be a
he's
good pirate.
Yeah,
I'm a pirate now.
sure. That basically,
Butt pirate. Nice.
butt pirate,
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah, sorry.
fucking.
Hey, why don't
backed
you
right
guys
into it.
kiss too, huh?
You walked into it.
Don't be jealous, Brian. Don't be jealous, dude. Mike muted.
Touche.
Oh man. All right. Well, we're fucking back here in the Creek in the Cave studio. It's episode 148. Yep.
148.
Episode 148. It's just us today. No guest.
Yep.
We had Gareth last week. Incoherently high.
Yeah.
He was a
I had
menace.
A lot to handle, that guy.
He
Love
was
him
a
to death, but
menace.
he was a menace, yeah.
Oh man, yeah,
was a
Gary. It was a very fun episode. I'm sure for anyone who listened, you could tell there were just chunks cut out. Mostly because we just would digress into too much chaos. Like we lost the first 10 minutes. I don't think they know because I think I cut all of it out. But we lost the whole first 10 to 15 minutes of the pod because Brian was talking with his mic off the entire time, and I really thought maybe it would pick you up, or it sounded so bad. We sounded insane because no one could hear half the conversation.
Right.
Like you'd say some shit and it wouldn't get picked up, and then we just start on a tangent. And you'd be like, "What are they saying?" Right
My bad.
Nah, you're good, dude. You're good. Fuck, man. Well, I thought today, because I didn't have a ton prepared for a bunch of crazy topics or anything, you haven't done yet when we do the Would You Rather extravaganza where
Yeah,
we
I
just
haven't.
go through Reddit. Because here's the thing. When I pick out these Would You Rathers on Reddit, there's a lot of them that are terrible. Really fucking awful. A lot of them are so
awful in the way where they are easy. Oh yeah, of course I would not kill my mom and instead of having a starburst or something.
What if it's a pink starburst?
Ooh,
I'm gonna kick that bitch off
see
the
ya,
cliff.
bitch. Yeah.
How about this one? Would you guys rather walk through spider webs or kill your girlfriend?
Oh, Jesus Christ, right?
Bro,
Yeah.
that
Did
was-
you cut that out?
No, I left
okay,
it
yeah.
in because it was such a big part of the podcast.
I mean, it was
because-
literally most of it was about that.
and he could not, for the life of him, understand that is not how a would you rather works. There has to be two equal things that make you go, wow, I really don't know which one I would pick.
Right.
It can't be, would you do something or not do something? That doesn't. That's not a would you rather. That's
Yeah.
a fucking question.
Yeah, he was doing almost, it was the truth or dare vibe with
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Would you want to kiss me or would you not want to kiss me? Haha, just kidding.
Yeah,
That's exactly what he hit us with.
that's funny. I loved those.
And bro, the best part is then he was so incoherent that he thought that I was getting upset. Bro, don't put me on the spot. you're making me say I wouldn't save Erica. And I was like, no, I'm telling you, this is just a bad question. And then,
this is ridiculousness. Yeah, this is what it is. This
Brandon's
is crazy.
like, honestly, I would just tell Erica, stop being a pussy.
yeah, meet me halfway. What happened to equality, you bastard?
This is a partnership.
Yeah, it was fun.
But the best part was then is and I love that you did this, but then you immediately started being like, yeah, man, what are you, afraid to answer this shit? And I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, dude.
Because he just, love Garrett,
What a
though. Love
goofball.
Garrett Bear. It was just fucking hilarious. So we got some, like, we'll have some bad ones. Though I'm sure there'll be some, always with these, there's definitely a moment or two of lull where there's, like, 4 bad ones in a row.
Yeah.
This first one doesn't look bad, but it's a 6 answer would you rather. So
Jesus Christ.
So it's one of those. So just
right.
and we'll look at it together. Would you rather? Who would you rather narrate your daily life in your head? Gilbert Godfrey, Bill Burr, David Attenborough, Sarah Silverman, Morgan Freeman, Samuel L. Jackson. Those are actually all like I feel like everyone knows what all those people sound like, except maybe you don't know what Sarah Silverman sounds like.
Oh, I was actually gonna pick her. Yeah.
Wow,
I love
Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
Love Sarah
Yeah.
Silverman.
I mean, Samuel L. Jackson already does my internal monologue anyways, so.
Wake up, motherfucker! Is that what you hear?
And I go, fuck.
every morning. I
Sorry.
want the pillow.
Yeah.
I don't know how you don't pick Samuel L. Jackson. Just
I
because
mean,
everything
It's
would
hard
be
not to
motherfucker.
pick
Yeah.
Bill Burr. Like, imagine Bill Burr's like ranty ass voice, like just, you know what I mean? Like you don't run a yellow light. And he's like, "What are you, a fucking pussy, dude? Fucking run the red light." You're like, "Okay, Bill."
Wake up, you're like, I'm having a great day today. Then all of a sudden it's, fuck that bridge.
Yeah. I mean, also, okay, well, like, let's be real. I think Sarah Silverman is so hot, but as a voice, her voice is not great.
I think it's fun. Like, she's got it. She it would make me be like, oh, my life's going
You want a
good.
nasally Jewish woman.
Yeah, you know, have you ever seen Wreck-It Ralph?
Yes,
Yeah.
Dude, I know what Sarah. I can't.
Right.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I like
the
Wreck-It
worst
Ralph.
two answers.
I like-
I think are Sarah Silverman and Gilbert Godfrey. Mm-hmm. I mean, you would not. Have you picked Gilbert Godfrey? You're an insane person.
Yeah, I'd be smashing my head into walls the whole
just,
day.
All right, it's time to wake up. Like, that's not even a great Gilbert Godfrey impression.
was all right.
But
It was
but it's,
okay. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the same vein of it's just like a screamy, angry voice.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
I
That'd
mean,
be
you know,
really
David
tough.
Attenborough does all the life stuff, right?
Yeah,
Like
he
the,
could just
like-
be. Yeah,
David Attenborough's the winner.
I
That's-
think, I
that
think
would be
it's
so
him or
cool.
Morgan Freeman. Samuel L. Jackson would be funny,
yeah.
but
But I don't know if I could do it in real moments where, like, you know, my girlfriend dumped me and, like, she's obviously fucking some other guy and he's just like, damn, motherfucker, that was crazy. This sad motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, boy. All right, thanks, Sam.
And it is funny because they're narrating your life, so it's
Yeah,
not. I
right.
confuse that because
He
it's not
doesn't
your
have a lot of
internal monologue. It is like you're walking and you hear like, and the sad Dalen sleeps back to his room,
Right.
as he finishes a long day of work.
Right. I don't think Samuel would have a lot of empathy for my life.
Yeah, no.
Like, in the moments where I want to feel bad about my life, because, like, you know, part of the good time of being a human being is being in a pity party. I think complaining and pity partying is kind of the coolest shit.
Yes.
And I don't think he would sympathize at all. I don't think he would let me do it. He wouldn't let me go home and, like, have a bubble bath because I had to wake up at 6 a.m. this morning, you know?
yeah. He would definitely like.
He would rip me to shreds.
I mean, so that's the thing though. So would Bill Burr. I think Sarah
True.
Silverman would really hurt your feelings because she do like what Amy did to you the other night, where you were like, "Do you like my
Oh,
haircut?" And she
right.
just kept patting you and
Yeah,
being
it's-
like, she was like,
It's great.
"It's great,
Yeah.
that haircut."
It's like, oh, I love it. Yeah.
I love it so much, and you're like, "Stop it!
Yeah,
This is worse."
I know.
That's what I think. She was like, "No, it's literally so not gay to take that bubble bath. down. Get in the bubble bath. Stick the soap up your ass. I don't care." You're like,
exactly.
yeah, I'm going with David Attenborough because I like all the life stuff. But
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman is like his those voices are like interchangeable because Morgan Freeman does March of the Penguins and shit, right?
Yeah, but I feel like Attenborough would make your life feel like you're majestic.
Yeah.
You'd feel
yeah.
more important.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Like the adjectives, like the slovenly Brandon Lejeune stretches as he awakens from his cocoon of slumber.
And you're like, fucking ain't right, I did.
Yeah. You're like, wow, my sleep was so important today.
Yeah.
I've already accomplished so much.
It'd feel like you're living every day in the movie Popper's Penguins.
But yeah, like Gilbert Godfrey, I give myself 8 hours till I put a gun in my mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna kill yourself?
Bro, the first
Fuck you.
time I seen Aladdin, I was like, just kill the bird. Someone kill the bird.
Yeah, it is a funny one too because like that is his voice is so out of place randomly. Like you hear Aladdin, you hear Jasmine, and there's a monkey's being like, ooh, and then just a guy being like, "Hey, are you on a fucking carpet?" Like,
Bro, can you imagine going through puberty and your voice raises?
Oh, that would be fucking like you're just like you're a baby. You're like wah, and then one day you just turn into an adult and you're like, "What's up, man? How you doing? What's up?" And you're like, "Okay."
Yeah,
what
I wonder
happened,
how he like sounded as a kid. Was he,
Yeah, that's actually a good question.
I bet you it was like regular pitched, like, "Hey
Right.
guys, how you doing?" Then he just
Yeah.
went through puberty.
Hey,
y'all!
when he was in 6th grade, he was like, "Hey, everybody, nice to see you." The next day, he's like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, more. I always
That'd be
think
awful.
of. That's funny that I forget that he's the bird in Aladdin because I think of him from. You guys ever watch the show Cyber Chase? Ah, bro, it was like a PBS show, so it was like like public cable access type shit.
Oh,
Yes,
is it where they're
yes.
like cheetahs and shit?
There's
Are they
they're
animals?
like an animal, and he's a bird, and he's Doijit is his name, and they like
Okay, I don't know.
they
His
they're
name's
like-
Doijin?
well he's Digit, but he has a fucking like his
Oh, he
crazy
goes,
Boston.
"My
New
name's
York-"
Doijin.
Yeah, no, he literally there's no like how some voice actors change their voice. They were like Gilbert Gottfried, just read these fucking lines. Like that's
Yeah.
all he's doing.
Wow.
And it was like one of those informational ones. Like you know what I mean? Like they do a crazy like action adventure mission, but at the end of it they use like the Pythagorean theorem to like figure shit out. It's why I'm so much more of a savant than
Baby
either of you
Einstein.
morons. Yeah. Yeah, no, you know what's funny though? No one knows what I'm talking about. Like my like Bible thumping
thought I
like
knew.
nerdy neighbor showed me, and I was like, this show fucks. And then
Yeah.
like no one's heard of it, bro. It has like 1,000 episodes because it airs like every day on PBS.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I bet you it's one of those shows. If I watched it now, it's fucking dog shit. Yeah. You guys ever like HBO or my bad Max bought all like of Cartoon Network's catalog a while back,
Really?
and they put on like every cartoon. They got rid of a bunch of them recently, but I went back and watched some like OG cartoons. And like some hold up. That's the best. Like you go back and you watch like Courage the Cowardly Dog, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Adventure Time. All those cartoons hold the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what doesn't hold up? Codename Kids Next Door. I tried to watch this and
Really?
I
I used to love that show.
was like, loved it.
I
was
thought it
like,
was the coolest shit.
I was like, I need a soft brain to watch. Like it
Yeah.
was just. And here's the thing, I'm also being an adult, a 25-year-old man judging a children's show.
Right.
So I'm not saying it wasn't a good children's show, but by no means, like like Ed, Edd n Eddy, bro. Any time of the day, like I would watch a rerun of one of those episodes.
Yeah, those are insane.
But Codename Kids Next Door, no. Like I loved Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Not the same when you're an adult. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Flapjack was a little weird to watch. You ever watch that one?
Nah.
That one was weird. That one gave me like borderline nightmares and shit. It was like a creepy animation, and there
That one
like,
was weird when we were kids.
yeah. Like I remember a kid being like, "That's weird," and my parents walking in the room and being like, this is probably gonna fuck you up later, but I don't want to deal with you right now. So keep
Yeah.
on." Like the voice, like dude, it was literally.
This was pre-iPads.
It's like the plot is like there's a child, like a small little, like he's a blonde haired, he's got the curly Q in the front of his head, and he talks like he has the high pitched little boy voice, and then his like best friend is like a washed up pirate, like scraggly beard, and he's voiced by Mr. Krabs. That guy. So he has Mr. Krabs' voice.
Okay.
And they live inside the mouth of a whale. Because the whale like adopted him when he was a child. Like that's his mom, and he calls her Bubby. And the whale is his mom, and it's called The Misadventures of Flapjack.
He's just a hardcore alcoholic too.
Yeah, dude. The pirate guy's always fucking smashed. Like
I thought you were saying the baby was an alcoholic.
I gotta
was
show
like,
you the
wow, this
animation for
That
it.
might be a thing too.
This is insane.
Because the like it was like creepy animation too.
Yeah, I've never heard of this show.
Let me type.
Bro, have you seen what kids watch now?
I mean, it's basically just colors and movement.
Yeah, all my nieces watch are like YouTubers now.
Yeah.
Just their dads know like basic computer skills, and they're just girls doing nothing but
Opening
dressing
toys.
It would
and
have like
shit.
creepy
House.
animations
Yeah.
like that. That wasn't the normal, but it would have like cutscenes
Good
like
heavens.
that. You know, and like that's what he looked like. You can see the kind of normal stuff.
Oh my god.
And then like that's when they lived inside of the whale and shit.
Yeah.
My
And
niece
then-
watches a show called Poopsies.
Pootsies.
Poopsies.
Oh, like look at this, dude. Like they would have cutscenes like that.
What in the fuck?
Like it was very Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like that one, Brian. I'm sure the camera can't see it, but you can see it.
Oh yeah, that's,
Yeah, like-
that's a bad acid trip.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
yeah.
like it's a show for like kids. It's like creating my sleep paralysis demons.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
All right,
I remember Courage the Cowardly Dog scared me a couple
Those
times.
were also insane too. The one
Yeah.
dude like sitting out front where he's like, "You have 2 days until I."
Oh,
come."
terrifying.
Oh my
Terrifying.
god.
At the Moon episode,
Oh,
remember when the face shows up in the basement?
Yes.
The white face? That was the most
bro,
terrifying
that one's
episode.
terrifying. The best episode though, that's not scary, but I loved, is the episode where he goes underground and there's a whole society of bananas living under there.
Yeah, I love
And they-
it.
and,
Yeah.
like-
he has the suit on.
Yeah, they just wear a banana suit and they're like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?" Like they don't recognize that they're humans. They like rip the suit off. They're like, "Oh my god, he's dead!" Like it's
That's on.
I
Yeah.
also like when the fox keeps trying to steal Miriam.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
they have
yeah.
like washer and dryer fights.
Oh, dude, there's so many funny ones. Like they have the Viking Helga lady that lives in the sky, and there's like the buff duck that's like in love with her and shit. They have I like Courage the Cowardly Dog was one of my favorite shows as a kid. Like I was a Cartoon Network kid more than like a Nickelodeon or
Yeah.
Disney. I watched everything, but way more of a Cartoon Network kid.
Right.
What about you?
I was not any cartoons really.
We started talking about children shit, and the
Y-
cop
yeah.
showed up. Right?
I watched a lot of like I was watching shit that I shouldn't have been watching because I had like older brothers and then I had like an uncle that was like
that sucks.
5 years older. So I watched like MTV with them. I would watch like Comedy Central shit. And a lot of like just bad internet shit.
That's kind of cool, but also like kind of sucks for
Nah,
you.
it kind of sucks because like I thought it was dope back then.
It
I was
is
like,
dope.
I'm one of the big guys. I'm one of the big kids.
But also, like, I look very fondly on, like, because I had that phase where I was surfing YouTube, watching
Yeah.
all that shit, but it came when I was, like, 13, not when I was, like, 8. And then
Right.
at, like, 8, I was, like, watching Courage, watching Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, watching all these shows that, like, I was very fond of as a kid. And
yeah.
I think it's different though because you're the oldest. So you had to discover it. His was like
That's
kind
true.
of put on him.
Yeah.
You know? But I felt like Dale, you figured out what was cooler faster. Like you knew what was cool.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
at the
saying?
same time, then I had to like go back when I was 18 and I watched Pokemon series and I was like, I wish I was young. I was like,
'cause
I wish I experienced this, the Indigo League. It was
is pretty
great.
great.
It's,
Yeah.
it's the same way with the same thing that, like, because you're like, oh, you discovered it. Well, he missed out on, like, the great thing of where we just were quoting, like, every Courage episode. Like,
Right.
he's saying, like, dude, that was such a fun phase when I
Right.
fucking played Pokemon and I watched the show
Wait,
and
you
I
guys
had the
weren't
Game
you guys
Boy
weren't
games.
SpongeBob kids at all?
Oh, I love
I love
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
I,
Yeah.
I
quoting
should, you're
show
right.
right
That was
there.
probably my number
SpongeBob.
one.
SpongeBob is
Then
yeah.
you had a great childhood. Stop
Yeah.
Yeah.
complaining.
Yeah, I'm a Cartoon Network kid, but SpongeBob is like my number one still. You know what
probably
I mean?
probably
Like,
the best cartoon of all time.
so good. And like my grandpa loved it, so he would always be like, "Fucking turn SpongeBob on, dude. I'll
Yeah.
hang out with you and watch that shit."
My parents
liked
my parents definitely were the parents that thought it was going to turn their kids gay.
it. Yeah.
So my mom was like it's funny cuz like my mom is not like she's very like liberal lady, very super wokish,
Yeah.
but she was terrified of us being gay.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's wild. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was a different time, you know?
No, totally. I
Yeah.
remember. I mean, because I have
Yeah, 2006, different time. I'm
different
not,
times.
I'm
Yeah, I
just
was
kidding.
not.
It's not born in
My
2006.
parents didn't really care much about like cartoons. I realized I love TV shows so much because I never thought about how much TV I watched as a kid. Like my parents were big into TV and like and enjoyed watching it and having us watch it. And then my aunt was an animator at Nickelodeon, so she was just like, watch this show. Yeah, she did the animation for. She was like one of the main people on My Life as a Teenage Robot. Did you ever watch that
Yeah,
show?
with the chick, the girl
Jenny,
robot. Yeah.
And then she was like a main animator on El Tigre. You ever watch that show where it's
With
like
the little guys?
Mexican superhero?
Yeah.
The Mighty Bee. She was a big part of. She did. And then my aunt was married to my uncle. They're not together anymore. My aunt actually passed too. And she's my mom's sister.
Okay.
And so her husband at the time, he animated like Samurai Jack.
Oh, shit.
And like, yeah, so like we were always, I got to see the SpongeBob movie before it came out when I was a kid at Nickelodeon Studios.
Bro, what the fuck?
It was awesome, dude. Like we got to go to like a sneak peek, early screening. They want to get the kids' reactions and shit. It was so cool.
That's crazy.
It was so cool. Like that was when my Aunt Pat.
What was Nickelodeon Studios like?
It was dope. Like you went in and they had like an entrance that had like it's smaller than you think because it's not really like an amusement park.
I'm
they
thinking
have like
of like Legoland for some reason.
No. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's a studio, so it's like there's a small area where they have like the Nick sign. You go in, there's like a slime fountain. They have like a public area. They would do events they would have all these mini games themed after shows for kids. They do it like I won a big bingo event there when I was like 6, and I won a surfboard. I was literally, dude. Sorry, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but like, yeah. So they would have events there, and she'd bring us big kids that tattoos, games, ring toss, and they do this like bingo game for kids, and they give away prizes. And at one point, they were just like, "Hey, we have a secret prize coming out," and they brought out a big 9-foot foam surfboard, like a learning board.
Yeah.
And I just like never surfed, but my dad was a huge surfer, and I won the next one, and I was like, my dad will love me if I get a surfboard. This will be a great moment for us to bond. And so
you just turned up your bingo game.
Turned up, won a surfboard, and that's where I'll never forget. I was really afraid of the ocean as a kid. I was just like my parents at like.
As you probably should be.
Well, here's the thing. Loved the ocean. And then at 8, my parents were like, you should watch Jaws. And I was like, well, I'm never going in the fucking ocean again.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
You assholes.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Like, I'm now terrified of the ocean.
Yeah, that's rough.
And so I won the surfboard, but I also then didn't go in the ocean. So I was like, what am I going to do with it? And this like hippie was there at Nickelodeon Studios, and he comes up to me and he's like, oh, fucking little Shaka bro, you surf? And I was like, oh, no, I'm afraid of the ocean. I'm worried about. He's like, why are you afraid of the ocean, man? I'm like, it's sharks. Sharks scare me. And he looked at me and goes, you ever eat a shark? And I was like, no. And he goes, you eat a shark, shark eat you. You don't eat sharks, sharks don't eat you. Never forget that. And now I will never, ever eat a shark. Because I swear to God, he evaporated into thin air after. Like, I don't know who this guy was.
Oh, my God.
But that's a message I've never forgotten. I've been offered shark, like in sushi or the soup and shit. And I'm just like, no. No, because the day I eat it, the next time I get in the ocean, I'm getting my leg taken off. And I'm going to be like, I knew it.
Too.
He warned me.
No, he didn't warn you. He jinxed you.
I'm going to be bleeding out on the beach, and I'm going to see him be like, come into the light, little bro. Told you not to eat shark.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to die.
I like how you just turned into Crush from Finding Nemo.
Dude, that's what I was going for there was Crush. Bro, I'll spend hours on TikTok watching the Crush Disneyland thing. You ever seen those?
That guy rules.
Dude,
whoever is doing that is the best.
Yeah, they have it at Disneyland and maybe at Disney World. I went to the one at Disneyland when I went last time, and it just is like a bunch of kids and they ask them questions, but then they like also make jokes for the adults. And I was literally thinking the last time I was there, I was like, dude, I bet like we as comics would be so fire at that job because you just got to be like quick and improv-y and on your feet. Obviously you can't be like, fucking shove that paper straw up my ass because I'm trying to come. Like you can't, You can't be crazy like that if you're going to be Crush the Turtle. But you can have some fun jokes. Comics would be great. I'd be a great Crush. I have no doubt.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You know why they call me Crush? Because I crush up Percocet and snort that shit. That's those paper straws. They suck for that shit. I need a plastic one, baby. Woo! Save the turtles.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah,
that's what Finding Nemo is. It's really just a Coke themed fever dream.
Yeah, dude,
from
you
Crush.
should, shout out to Disney. Hire him. This is your resume, dude. This should be your audition.
Finding Nemo 3, Brandon.
Yeah. What's
Finding Nemo 3? Crush opens a bar.
Fuck. Holy shit.
That'd be amazing, dog.
That'd be nuts. It's just like you find him in the fucking closet with like one of those 6-pack of like soda things tied around his neck, jerking off. Crush, what's going on, brother?
Oh fuck, that'd be awesome. He's like, dude, he's like, I blow my loads in any woman. All the babies, they get eaten on the beach by those stupid seagulls. God bless those seagulls. The day Texas bans seagulls, I'm out of this shit.
Oh my god. Best form of contraception, eagles.
I actually, unfortunately, I can't have kids. The BP oil spill lowered my sperm count. Now I'm a barren turtle.
Yeah, he's like, now I only have 150.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, this Crush guy seems cool. And he's like, yeah, I did some prison time. He spins around. He has a swastika on his shell. You're like, oh, Crush, I didn't know you were a white supremacist.
Yeah. He's like, it's just, it's just how it is in there, brother.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to be someone, I wasn't trying to have someone hold my shell.
Yeah, stingrays, they don't play no games.
You ever been stuck by a stingray, dog? Yeah. You ever had a stingray shove their big black stinger up your ass? Big Daddy Black Stingray from Cell Block D?
Dude, Shell's life is turning into a fucking... Oh, my God.
I smuggled 10 kilos of coke inside my asshole. My asshole's inside my shell. You know how hard that is?
And there's just like a bunch of kids at Disneyland be like,
Mom, what's keistering?
how was the time with Shell, honey? We found out how to keister.
Hey, little fuckers, you want to know how I got this scar here?
I put a little heroin pouch in there before I went to the big dogs. That's awful. That's good. That's good stuff.
You know what they don't tell you about prison? Dolphins rape. And they love it. They do it. How long can we do the underwater bit for?
Oh,
I'm running out of ocean things.
No, that last one was great, though.
I'm running out of ocean things. Yeah, you know where I'm from, man? I made it out of the Marianas Trench. I got out the mud. All right, I think
we're cooling off.
I think I'm out of ocean puns.
Yeah,
at this
you're
point.
out.
You know what I mean?
Hey, but this is kind of on topic. You know what I watched yesterday?
Hmm.
I watched Shamu just kill people.
Wait,
What?
did you watch the Blackfish documentary, or did you just watch a
just
monster?
YouTube video.
What did you YouTube search?
Just Shamu killing people. And there was like 3 videos.
Is it Shamu or it's like Tillicum and like all? It's
Yeah.
the
They're
Shamus.
just Shamu.
The Shamus. Yeah.
They're all different, but
they all
they're
look the same. All Shamus look the same to me.
Yeah.
What's a Shamu?
A killer whale.
Oh, is it?
SeaWorld, killer
Yeah.
whale. Yeah.
SeaWorld? There's a...
I remember being
Oh
little
man, we had so
seeing
many
that.
killer whale punchlines.
That's why I was like, let's try to bring it in here, you know?
Shit.
I remember being little and thinking that was the coolest job ever. Is like you jump off of Shamu.
Oh, yeah.
How do you do that? That's a sick ass job.
Bro,
Yeah.
they're like, that Blackfish documentary, you should watch it because it's fucking crazy. They have all the like, a bunch of accounts of the people getting fucked up by. Have you seen this?
No.
So it's a bunch of people get like all the accounts of the time shit went wrong at SeaWorld with these whales and all that.
Yeah.
And dude, a bunch of people died, but the craziest one was this dude was swimming like feeding him, and he was on the edge in the shallow part and everything was good, and he fucking slips and his ankle kicks into the water. And the whale just loses its mind and just grabs his ankle like it thinks it's like a treat, and it pulls him down. But here's the crazy thing, dude. It pulls him down for 2 minutes, brings him back up, holds him up for a minute, brings him down again, and he only survived because the guy was like a world-class diver. So he knew how to hold oxygen in his lungs.
Yeah.
Like they said at one point he was underwater for like 3 minutes. Like he ruptured part of his eardrums. When he got up, his ankle was snapped from the bite of the killer whale. And he only lived because he knew how to slow his heart rate. Like he was the perfect person for that to happen to if it was going to happen to anyone. And there's other ones, bro, where just like same thing, like a girl's ankles in and they drag her down and that broad doesn't know how to hold her breath for 3 minutes and they just die.
Dude, fuck seeing him do backflips. I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see him drown a man.
Oh, you can on YouTube. It's a 5-minute compilation.
Yeah. There's a funny...
Is it really?
Yeah. Dude, they got
Is there
video.
people in the crowd
Crazy.
being like, you're in the splash zone, and like,
So here's
Like
the
people
thing.
in the crowd, are like, "Is this part of the
They
show?"
don't leave.
Yeah.
They never leave.
Just
Oh,
watching
wait.
a man die.
There's people actually
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like there is one where a dude climbed the fence to go swim with him, and they just murked his ass. They found him like in pieces. Like they played with his ass.
Yeah,
he
they're
thought
like
shit was
bouncing
sweet.
away.
Yeah.
That's his new volleyball is their fucking head. He's just like,
Yeah, they fucked his ass up. But yeah, the one that
You think dolphins are rapey?
yeah, dude, these
so
ones.
killer whale. I mean, I know like they're whales in general are just really smart. People have considered like putting them in different categories, like to where we have to respect their territory as like their state, as like a sovereign state.
Yeah.
There's like I mean, it's probably a lot of hippie people, but there's a large contingent of people that want whales to be respected as humans.
Bro, I read yesterday that they're like attacking boats right now. Like they're like ganging up on boats and like trying to tip the boat over.
That's kind of
like
sick.
they're done with the shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, if they're in areas where there's been like killings and shit, they'll come like fuck people up and stuff.
I respect that, dude.
Yeah.
Go get your shit, whale.
Yeah, dude. The killer whales are scary as fuck. Like
Yeah.
they're not some shit that I would ever want to run into. We did say this was going to be a would you rather extravaganza, so
Yeah.
we got to hop back into something.
Yeah.
Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into the future whenever you want, or 150 years into the future whenever you want? See, like this is a dumb one. Why would I want to see ahead to where I won't be alive?
I
not
also
gonna be
don't really care about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
It's going to
10
happen
minutes.
in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah. I mean, those are also these ones I always think about like.
Those are useful.
What-
Useless.
Yeah, it's the whole idea like when I feel like always with the reality changing ones where you can look into the future or like see outcomes.
Yeah.
There's always like the genie paradox of like your life is going to become obsessed with right before you go on stage. Are you not going to want to see how you did in 10 minutes? You know,
Right.
like you're gonna become obsessed where you're living in this reality of looking into the future, and every
Yeah.
moment of your life starts to become boring because, dude, it's like when you become addicted to anything, like a vape, you go like you're like I'm not gonna hit it, and then you're just looking at the vape, you're like I gotta
Right.
hit this. Like same thing with you're gonna sit there and be like, nah, dude, I don't need to see how I did after this set. Then you're just
Right.
gonna be like,
Yeah. You're about to have sex.
and
and
I
you're like,
guess, yeah, am I gonna come? Like hopefully,
Yeah. You just know, like, hey, I don't need to look. I know I'm going to come first.
What if you look 10 minutes into the future, you know, right before you have sex, and she's like fully dressed, like you're cuddling on the couch watching a Netflix episode? You're like, oh my God, how fast did I come? Or imagine, dude, you're about to have sex and you look 10 minutes into the future and like she's just dead and you're like, I killed her. I fucking killed her. Oh,
Yeah, you're just
God.
leaning over crying.
Yeah,
She's like,
I'm
it's okay.
sorry. I'm sorry. And you're like, maybe we shouldn't do this. That'd be like an argument for, I guess, why you'd want it, you know?
Yeah.
I think 150 years would be cool though, because
Yeah.
you just get to see what it's like.
Right. It
You
would
know?
it would honestly like give me, because like maybe not 150 years, but like in 50 years, 100 years, 50 years would be useful because then I need to know if I need to keep trying in life. You know?
Yeah, you just look in the future; it's just a wasteland. Like,
Yeah.
who cares?
Dude, if it's a
It's just
wasteland,
black.
oh, I'm
What
not
if
going
it-
to do shit for the rest of my life. It's whatever.
About to be playing Harry Potter.
Yeah, what if you just look and it's just like darkness and you're like, oh,
Darkness?
there's nothing.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna fuck around. Like I'm not gonna try and build this legacy bullshit. Like I'm done, dude.
If I find out that there's no repercussions for how I live my life, first thing I'm
Yeah.
do is tipping a stroller. As soon as I see a lady walking down the street pushing a baby in a stroller, I'm a dump truck wheelbarrow tip that motherfucker.
You know, there's like repercussions for now, though. Still, like that's not just gonna go over well.
I like prison food and penis, you know?
You just go, yeah, it's gonna be dark in 50 years, anyways, bitch.
You're like,
Like,
going to
what
get
does that
dinner.
mean?
You're going to get dinner in prison. They're like, Brandon's like, where's the penis?
Yeah. Boo.
So, what does it take for a guy to get raped around here? Whose dick do I gotta suck to get raped around here? Like, all right, man.
Jesus.
Would you rather have telekinesis or telepathy?
Telekinesis.
Um,
I don't want to know what people are thinking, dude.
yeah,
I'm
whole,
already
like,
consumed by the thoughts that, like, oh my God, what are they thinking about? And then,
Oh,
bro, and then imagine you find out that reality where everyone's like, I don't fucking care about him. Like, that's every single person's thought. They're like, Yeah,
Dude,
never,
imagine
nothing ever. It would almost hurt my feelings more to know that they don't think about me in a shitty way.
ready, dude. Like, imagine me and Brian, like, we're sitting here, we're having a conversation, and you walk up and we're like, "Oh, hey, Dale, hey, it's good to see you." And then there's like silence, and you just hear like, "God, I fucking hate that guy. Yeah, he fucking stinks. How long till he leaves? He's the worst fucking person."
Who told him his haircut looks cool?
Who told him his haircut looks good? Why is he always trying to change himself? He's such a good guy, but he feels the need to just constantly fix himself. And then you're just sitting there and we're like, "Hey, man, it's great to see you." And you're like,
All right, guys. Yeah, I'd just be quiet. I'd never
I'm
speak
going to
again.
bed. See you guys
Yeah.
tomorrow.
the telekinesis would be
It's
sick,
3
though.
o'clock. I'm like, all right, guys, I'll see you. I'm going home.
The telekinesis would be so fun to fuck with people, though, because, like, imagine we're all sitting here.
Is there a weight limit to this telekinesis? Like, if we want to put a limit on ours?
Do you say weight
How
limit?
strong
Yeah.
is your mind?
How strong is my telekinesis? Because, like, can I pick up a building?
Oh, man, I don't think I know what telekinesis means. I thought it was, like, where you
No, that's not. That's
Telekinesis-
telepathy.
Telepathy is where you can hear people's thoughts.
You can read people's minds.
What is where you can talk to someone through your thoughts?
That's also the same.
Oh, that's also well, we didn't mention it, so I thought telekinesis.
Telekinesis is when you can move shit with your mind.
So that's telekinesis.
Yeah.
Telepathy is being able to like communicate or
Yes.
read people's minds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it'd be way cooler to lift some shit. It would also be
Right.
funny as fuck. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Great.
we're just sitting here and like, and like someone walks up to you in a group you don't like, and I just look at them and I'm just like, ding, and I just fucking pick them up and set them outside of the creek.
You
And I'm
just
like, try
drop
that
something
again.
on their head real quick. That would
Yeah.
be my favorite thing is just like pick up weird things and just keep dropping on someone's head.
Bro,
What the fuck is
Eh,
going on?
every time a homeless person asks me for money, pick them up, drop them in the middle of the street.
God.
Every baby I see in a stroller, pick it up, drop it. in the
Fucking
middle.
wow.
I like thinking about people that don't know you have telekinesis and they just watch this homeless man floating in the air.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the hell is
Bro.
happening?
Right, yeah.
You could start your magician career.
True.
That's like the perfect avenue. Because
Yeah.
you could just lift shit with your mind.
Bro, that would be so cool. Because, like, you can
Yeah.
levitate a little bit, too, right?
Bro, how baller would it be to see a chick giving you like signs across the bar and you're just like, hey, and you're like, come here. And she's like, me? And you're like, yeah, come here. And she's like, okay. And then you just
Slide it.
pick her up and float her towards you. And
Right.
she's like, oh my God, how did you do that?
Yeah, she totally wouldn't be like, what the fuck is going on?
Jesus Christ, someone get me down from here. Help me.
Yeah,
He's a demon.
Right.
A demon.
He's raping
Yeah, I
me.
do feel like every superhero movie or just any movie with any powers, immediately people are like, oh my God, that guy's so hot. But could you really imagine, like, fucking Superman and he's, like, crushing you? Like, how is he fucking anyone?
Dude, same thing with the telepathy though. Imagine like we're sitting here and like I'm like, yeah, bro, look at that shirt. Like it's a silk shirt. You love silk shirts. And you're like, I have never told anyone that. How did you know that?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
you just said it right now. And you're like, no, I was thinking that. And you're like, no. Like you know
That
what
would
I
be
mean?
so intimidating. Yeah, you can't trust that person.
Hey, you know what I mean? All right, ready? You have telepathy,
Right.
or no, wait. How are we gonna do this role play? All right, you're the girl,
Okay.
and I'm the guy,
Okay, fine.
and all right.
All right, let's
You
put
be
it-
the.
All right, stuff me.
All right. You didn't yes and me very well, though, so thing's done.
Sorry.
I was gonna do like a fun. One of us was gonna be like, oh yeah, you're really pretty. Like, oh no, like I'm not a douchebag like you think I am. And then she's like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, you
Yeah.
know, it's okay. Didn't
Yeah, it
happen.
does have a mole on it.
Yeah, I think all
What?
those fucking
Telepathy
the
is-
powers like that.
Yeah, I don't think you can trust anyone with telepathy.
I also
here's-
still like real quick, I like the Superman thing where like they're having sex, you know, and she's like, choke me. And he's like, oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, are you sure about this?
Yeah.
And
No,
then
he
he's
can't
like,
choke you.
me. And he's
Yeah.
like, all right, just kills her.
Right, like it's too accidental for him. Like, you know, if I really have to put in a lot of effort to kill you.
Imagine him, dude, just Superman getting domed up, and he's about to come, and he lets out like he's just like, oh, and he does his super breath and just blows her fucking
Oh,
head
dude,
off.
freezes her
Just
ass.
explodes her.
Oh.
He's like, not again.
Yeah.
Oh man, again.
He's like, put a piece of Krypton up my ass. I'll come so hard.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that.
Which one of these annoyances would you rather never have to deal with again? Multiple answer one again. Hiccuping, stubbing your toe, having an itch, getting sunburnt, or feeling nauseous.
Nauseous. It's either hiccups or nauseous because anytime I get hiccups, bro, it genuinely ruins my days.
Yeah, scratching an itch is a great feeling.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah. Like, so having an itch is like, it sucks, but then it's like, oh, my arm itches? Well, that felt good, and now it's over.
It's free dopamine. It's great.
Stubbing your toe sucks, but it also
Yeah.
doesn't happen enough to where it's a real inconvenience. Put some
Right.
shoes on, dickhead. Why are you stubbing
Yeah.
your toe so much?
Or just be smart.
Yeah, watch where you're walking,
yeah.
fuckface.
Yeah.
Getting sunburnt, that is one I now seriously considered blocking off because I do get sunburnt. But also, there's a very also though. Hey,
Yeah.
who was the only person that didn't get sunburnt at the river the other day? This pale fella, because
Yeah.
he knows
You
how to
figured it
reapply.
out. Yeah.
I know my skin tone. I
also
know my
did-
complexion.
I also didn't get sunburned.
Well, yeah, but look at you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have Spaniard blood. in you.
Yeah. I know.
Now,
Sorry.
getting sunburnt. Yeah, feeling nauseous is just one of the worst feelings, bro. You know
It's the worst.
when you're about to throw up and you start just the fucking saliva, bro.
Yeah, the salts. You
That
get the
is
salts.
the worst. Why does that happen? Do you know why that happens?
I mean, it's gotta be like
I'm gonna look it up.
a
While you
reaction from your body trying to like keep it down.
Bro, wait till you guys are 30. I'm nauseous every single day of my life. You know?
Okay, here we
Yeah, I mean, I significantly reduce my travel time because I get nauseous, especially when other people are driving. I can't do it that much. So I can't I have to drive no matter what, or else I get fucked. And it's bad. I can't do it. Nausea.
go. Oh, this is cool. So the reason why it happens is when you eat food.
Yeah.
So the place that's creating the throw up in your stomach
Sure.
is connected to the same track, and when you're eating, and you produce saliva to digest your food and to slide it down your tract. So when you start to feel nauseous and the tract starts to feel like clogged or stuff's gonna come back up, your body naturally thinks, oh, like you're trying to digest something, so it makes all that saliva,
Makes sense,
which
yeah.
and then in return lubes your fucking gullet up to just slide that vomit right up out of you.
True.
And I like when science kind of makes sense like that.
Yeah,
you know?
that's good. That's good stuff.
That just makes me believe in God even more.
Yeah.
Were
That's a good design there.
Were you just talking to me about that?
Yeah.
That's so funny. You both in the last hour have said some human body thing makes you believe in God. His was that somehow the penis is perfectly made to go in a vagina, and
It's crazy, right?
Comfortably.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's like it's like dome shaped, but it's still you
It's
can
like
penetrate
he made
something.
reproducing fun.
well,
you know,
because,
you know what I'm saying?
I was speaking just strictly geometry, but that too.
and
Yeah.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and I'll meet you guys halfway in the middle. I'm a science guy, but I'm
Yeah.
not at the disbelief that hey, maybe there wasn't maybe a godlike being didn't create the Big Bang and then life
Yeah.
created. But I'm a firm believer in that went from evolutionary from spores to
Yeah,
humans.
I am too.
Bro, at what point did it perfectly become made for each other? When we were let's say we were monkeys or fish or whatever the first humanoid not a spore, an animal, like a
Neanderthal.
thing that has a heartbeat,
A
like a conscious
multi-celled
being,
organism.
a multi-celled
Yeah.
organism. Thank you. When was the first time that we had the perfect organs to recreate with each other like we do now?
To
when
fuck.
did that evolutionary phase begin? How important? Because I'm going to argue maybe it was the first thing, because what is more important of an organism than reproducing?
The
It's
first.
the number one. Back, remember
Yeah.
cavemen? Fucking eat. That's all you did was
Yeah.
fucking eat.
Yep. The first organisms were single celled. They just split off a part of their DNA and it
Yeah.
turns into another one, which is crazy.
But once we stopped being able to do that,
once
where we had to reproduce,
everything on the planet stopped being able to do that, I don't know, but I have a feeling that it was outside of fish,
yeah,
because most fish, they lay eggs also. They don't fuck.
I guess they don't get impregnated though.
No. So what
They
happens?
just
Like
lay
fish,
eggs?
they lay their eggs, and then dudes just sprinkle cum all over 'em. The dude fish come in and they just like crop dust all over the eggs,
And that's, I guess, not an example of like it being a perfect fit.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
It's a good idea though. I mean,
Yeah, but
honestly,
it
it's a
still-
way
it
if you're
still
trying
works.
to just reproduce.
it's the iPhone 2.
Yeah.
Great invention, but I don't want a fucking iPhone 2.
Oh, fuck no.
I want an iPhone 13 with an IUD in it.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
exactly.
That's the type of Steve Jobs evolution I need.
yeah.
Hey,
So
I heard someone say this one time. I heard someone said that science just explains God.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
if you really work it down, like you can kind of, God's the perfect, like, argument for anything because you can just, no matter what, you can be like, well, yeah, of course, he's infinitely genius, and of course that's how he created it. And you're like, well, fuck, I guess I can't say anything
you're
about
right.
that.
No,
Yeah,
but
you're
I
like,
think that's like his achievement is creating this. Like,
Right.
It was hard. I don't think it
Yeah.
was easy for him. I think it took planning and time. And,
I would like it. I do like the idea, like the mental image of God just being like, fuck. How am I gonna feel like he's scrambling around to
but
figure shit out,
that's
but he
what I
figures
think-
it out.
That's what I think dinosaurs were.
Yeah, you
Like
think
he
so?
made the brain, and then he put them in dinosaurs. He goes, "Fuck, they just eat each other.
Yeah.
They're too big." And then he's seen some monkeys in the corner fucking, and he goes, "Oh, that's better."
Yeah.
First two made.
They fight a little bit,
Adam
but
and
like,
Eve,
yeah,
baby.
they're doing their
Something's
thing.
wrong
and,
with these.
and so he just went threw something at the earth and was like, "Fuck it, start over." Yeah. It was
if I'm-
actually, I think it was like actually rodents first that like kind of is where we come from.
And dude, it's always hard to get rid of your
Yeah.
old work, and that's why dinosaurs turned into birds.
Mm-hmm.
Because God was like, I'm not gonna get. You know how long I spent on these stupid
Yeah.
things? I'm not gonna fucking get rid of them. I'll just
Right.
tame them.
Yeah.
Much smaller.
Yeah.
Much smaller.
He's
Yeah.
just the high evolutionary.
Right, but could you imagine seeing like a giant pigeon? That thing would be fucking insane. You just be a giant chicken, bro. I would be terrified because it just
Bro, y'all
Dude,
never
imagine
they have
giant
no they have no
cockfights.
souls.
That'd be awesome.
That would be rad.
but
actually.
imagine if they got loose. That'd be terrifying.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
I'm already scared of roosters now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Have y'all
Birds
ever
are
seen
terrifying.
that giant prehistoric bird that's still alive and it's like 12
The
feet
shoebill.
tall? Yeah,
Yes.
you've seen it.
The shoe bill and it goes.
Scary
Yeah, and
as
the
fuck.
noise, the velociraptor noise.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I don't fuck with birds. I never have, never will, dude. I don't trust them. They just have like they're not us. You know what I mean? Like I can see it. I can look at it even in a tiger's eyes, and I'm like, we get it. We're mammals. We get it. You know? Like I can understand your intention to a certain level. Like a bird, I have no fucking clue what it's gonna do. It's the most unpredictable thing ever. We just can't relate.
By the way, if you ever look into a tiger's eyes, you're not gonna. Don't talk. Be scared.
I think that's actually how you're supposed to stop tigers from fucking with you. Is that you have to stare at them and make sure because they're what's it called, ambush predators.
Yeah.
So like they do this like in zoos all the time where like if your back is to the wall of the cage, the tiger will start like creeping up on you. But then you just turn around and look at it and it's like, hey, whoa, what's up, dude? I wasn't gonna
yeah.
fucking eat your kid.
What are you doing here, dude? That's crazy. You
Yeah.
fucking come here off.
Steve, whoa, what's up? Yeah, they're
That
fucking
would be
sneaky,
hilarious.
bro.
I'm gonna die by a tiger in the woods. In my last words, so I'm gonna like turn to her and be like, I see you. You can't kill me. I see you. I see you.
And it just fucking knocks your head
Hey,
off.
bud, we're the same.
Yeah, you know, birds fucking weird, right?
You ever smoked weed before, Tiger? I'm gonna blow your mind if you don't eat me.
Yeah.
You might also get high if you eat me.
Yeah. I guess that was. How would you rather get eaten by a tiger or a shark?
I don't know.
That's crazy,
That's
right?
a good one. I mean, like if I had time, if I on the spot. Okay, how am I dying when you do this? So like, am I on a walk in the woods and a tiger kills me and I'm gonna swim in the ocean and I get pulled under, or like am I like walking the plank and being pushed into a tiger's den?
I like how you keep
It's-
saying the woods. There's no tigers in the woods, dog.
Where are they in? The forest?
The jungle.
The jungle? Oh yeah, all right, yeah, they're in the jungle. Listen, dog, when you're a hardcore dog like me, every jungle's a forest.
You never seen that movie, that Disney movie, The Forest Book?
Fuck you, man. All right, you're right.
Wow,
yeah.
he fucked you up
He
there.
just
That was
fucking
pretty good.
Shit on me.
No, the situation is just like,
Hey, you stupid bitch. Disney knows
sure,
the
yeah.
difference.
Would you
I also
rather?
like Dayla's question. Do you want death or death?
But it
Yeah.
is a good one. Like,
Yeah.
it's a hard one because it's like both suck. So,
Nah,
so
yeah. It's
how am I
basically
dying?
like, hey, you're sentenced to death, bro. You can either be eaten by a tiger or by a shark. Choose.
I mean, well, then if I can choose, then like I'm picking a 15-foot great white and I'm jumping straight into his mouth head first. So it's
Yeah, but they
painless.
don't eat like that.
They chomp though.
No,
Like,
but
I'll
they
put
come.
my-
They come from the bottom, so
Yeah,
you
but
don't
I'm
know
gonna
what's
swim
coming.
up.
A tiger, you're getting slashed first.
But
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying it depends on how I'm.
You're in the jungle. I'm gonna throw you in the jungle. You don't see it coming. He's gonna eat you. I'm gonna throw you in the water. You
Don't-
don't see it coming. He's gonna eat you.
Don't tigers keep you alive for a little bit
I'm not sure.
and eat you alive? Like I know lions do that.
That's fucked.
So I would imagine, like, yeah, you know what I mean? You seen the fucking videos of the gazelle with the tiger around its neck, and it's like, please stop.
Yeah, and it's like
Stop. And the
its
tiger's just
tail
like,
is fucking like.
that's what I imagine. You know what I mean? Like, you don't think the tiger just has its mouth around it, like, oh, and it's like, please let me go, man. Come on. There's a bunch of other antelopes you can use. Like, oh.
Fuck
You know what's
sounds.
fucked up about the tiger though?
Yeah.
Is they're always going for the babies.
The weak link.
True. Yeah.
You know? Imagine just being an elephant. You just got to watch a baby just
Oh.
get eaten.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna pick the tiger. The tiger's gonna jump me and be like, "Oh shit, dude, you aren't a baby. You're pretty
big
cool."
as fuck.
And then me and the tiger, and then, dude, you ever seen the Forest book? I'm gonna become Mowgli, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
befriend the tiger.
Nah, but if
Nah,
that-
I know, no workarounds.
Brandon goes, for some reason, I feel like I got to take my clothes off and just wear this little handkerchief.
I'm going shark because it's gonna take off a limb, which will send me into anaphylactic shock, and I'll just die of blood loss and not know what's going on. But goddamn, dude, the fucking just. All right, well.
Terrifying.
When is it gonna
Terrifying.
happen? You know what I mean, dude? A fucking fish swims around by my leg a couple times.
Also, I don't think anyone's ever really able to get like. There's very few people that are able to get up close with a shark like that. You can see a tiger in a zoo, you know, but I'm never gonna see a shark like that close. I might as well on my way out just be like, holy fuck, and you know, get a couple punches in.
That is the fun of. I would love to give a fucking tiger. Like the tiger's gonna jump on me, dude. Rips my stomach
Yeah.
open, entrails start falling out. But I hit it with one clean human right hook. It's never been hit by a human right hook.
Not in its lifetime.
And you know that's
Yeah.
a life. That's a fight or flight hook. Just
Yeah.
to see it stumble back and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna kill you, but you have my respect."
I like
before
that
it
too.
kills me.
You're right. Actually, I think it might be a tiger because like I'm gonna die either way. It's gonna be horrific. I want to
How-
see how I fare against the tiger.
How lit would it be though if the shark bites you, you catch it with a hook in the nose, and it's like, "Ow!"
Right, 'cause that's what That's what they say about fucking sharks. They're kind of pussies like
You
that.
ever seen the MythBusters where they do that? Where they built like an animatronic shark to like recreate the thrashing and like tried to recreate like, is it probable to fucking punch a shark
you're
in the
getting
face?
fucking
And they were just like, absolutely not. Like, you got to catch it before it gets to you.
It's like
Because they were doing
Wow.
like, you know, your side is in. It's like, first off, like throwing a punch like this
Yeah.
into its nose. You're
Right.
not doing shit.
You can't throw a solid punch while you're not standing either way. Like it just does not. It doesn't work that well.
Those
You have
things
no.
they go like 65 miles out,
Now hear
per
me
hour
out.
out of the ocean and jump.
Hear me out.
and you're just expecting to be like, "Fuck you."
All right. We make it a little easy, a little
Yeah.
harder on the shark. The shark starts, person's in its mouth, but they start with like a protective gear on that side that the shark is bitten into, so they're not going to die. It's Khabib Nurmagomedov. And
Pause. Let's recount that. Get that out of the episode. That sounded bad.
the Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Murganate eggnog.
Khabib eggnog is
Khabib-
Khabib murder Hezbollah eggnog is in the shark.
Yeah.
Do you think
give him
that
a
he
shot.
can? Do you think he can slip it and put like the great white in like a triangle choke?
I give him a shot to pull its eye out.
because it could go for its gills. You know,
He
put
can
like
go
a
like,
guillotine on the. That'd be cool.
I think he could rip a gill or two.
Do you think anyone's actually survived a shark attack by punching it in the nose?
Dude, that's
Someone
how
has
it came
to. Like,
out.
it has to be a rumor.
I've
you know
heard
what I
that
mean?
every Shark Week. They're like, look at this guy. He was down and interview a guy that had a horrific experience. Let's talk about it.
I think it's the whole I think it's like, yes, you can punch a shark in the
Yeah.
nose to disorient it, but it's also like the person being like, fucking ladies, just check your drink.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't
Yeah.
drink the drink. You're like, hey man, it's a shark.
Yeah.
Sorry I didn't come out thinking, hey, all right.
You should have fucking punched it, idiot.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I was getting attacked by a shark.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, let me go down my checklist. Everything I need to do before I get attacked by a shark. 1, probably don't do that. 2, punch it in the nose. Yeah. I was super calm the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
You ever tried to punch a human in the nose?
That's right.
It's not easy.
Yeah, you ever been in an actual fight?
Yeah,
You've landed no punches.
I've never fought anyone, and you want me to beat a great white shark? I can't beat a human. And you want me to beat a 15-foot great white shark?
In its environment?
Yeah, I'm fighting in water.
Yeah.
And you want me to punch it in the nose?
You can't throw a punch in water.
Yeah.
It's not real. That doesn't exist. That's why water aerobics is a thing, because it's impossible.
Yeah.
That's great, dude. Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, you're right. No one can actually punch a fucking shark in the face. That's a lie.
If every time you slept a part of your body grew by 1 millimeter, what part would it be? Your hands, feet, buttocks, and nipples?
But
Or, oh, dude, this is actually a good one. They didn't pick penis or tits.
yeah,
It's hands,
hands,
feet,
feet.
your butt,
Yeah.
your nipples,
Oof, can't do that one.
or your foreskin/labia. So not your dick skin or your pussy skin.
My fucking dick skin. So like, it eventually just becomes like an old satchel. Like what is
Yes.
it?
I mean, that one's out. Nipples are out.
Nipples are so out. A millimeter on any nipple is weird.
Yeah.
Adding
Any nipple,
millimeters
a
to
big,
nipples.
a 2 millimeter nipple is now weird.
It's bad. Yeah, that's a bad look, dude. Hands maybe. Like, cause a millimeter, like I could add some millimeters. And how many times? You know, I'm gonna.
Here, I have a good.
Every time I
argument.
go to sleep.
Hands. It's hands, and here's why.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only body part named that you don't have clothing affected by it.
Okay.
If your feet get bigger, every couple days every couple weeks you're gonna have to get new shoes,
Right.
and eventually you're gonna get into freak size shoes. Buttocks, you're gonna get too big for pants, bro. You're gonna get too cheeked up to fit in jeans.
Yeah, you're gonna have a real problem with your dumper.
Yeah, like
At one point.
nipples. I mean, and we already ruled out nipples and foreskin.
Nipples
I feel
and
like it has to
foreskin
be
are
hands.
absolutely
I mean, you're
not.
definitely gonna have crazy hands. You're gonna be like Charlie's uncle who wears like the big hands, and it's always sunny in Philadelphia, because he's embarrassed of his tiny hands. It's gonna,
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be upset. Like, I have decent sized hands, but I wouldn't be upset if they got bigger. You know?
Yeah, I mean, at some point, you're gonna be a freak, but out of all of them,
True.
I think hands is the easiest to like continue living a somewhat normal life with.
Yeah, and at the end of my life, if I'm like, dude, these are getting out of hand, cut those bitches off.
Come on.
You can't cut my feet off. You can't cut my ass off. You know, that's a good one. I like hands.
Hey, what time are we at, Brian? On the. All right,
Oh,
cool.
cool.
We'll do one. We'll do like one or two more, and we'll wrap it up here.
This was quick.
Yeah, this was fun. It flew by. We really got into the turtle thing, and
Turtle stuff. We got into, a lot of good stuff. Shark attacks.
would you rather have a ring that makes you invisible or a ring that stops time?
As long as it's on my cock, I'm cool with whatever.
Great answer. What if it makes your cock invisible though?
I mean,
Even better. She's like, oh my god, it feels big. Yeah. It's actually 20 inches. I just only have the tip in. That's what it is.
Right.
You know, I keep it invisible. To
So
stop
it was
you from being
invisible. What was the other
scared.
one again?
Or a ring that lets you stop time.
Oh, that's kind of cool too. I like stop time.
Yeah, I always think of the stop time. What's the shit in that movie where like he pauses time and he beats Click, and he just beats the shit out of his boss?
Oh, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
farts in his lunch, and he's
Right.
like, "Oh, my face hurts," and he's like, "My food tastes like shit." Alice, this burger tastes like shit. Like, that would be funny.
I think, but also it might become an issue kind of similar in the movie.
Yes.
Where he can't live in real time anymore.
Yeah, and like we were talking about earlier, where you lose track of
Good.
reality, you're always, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like You're like, I got to get
That's a
this
lonely
thing done,
existence because
pause.
you can't have anyone else with you outside of the
Yeah.
you know?
There's no like.
That's not good.
I think you're more like the Flash, where you're just really fast.
Where it slows down time,
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah,
It
and
says
you're just the
stop
fastest
time
person
specifically.
alive, you know.
And
I
it
guess
says time
I mean, that's pretty similar.
It says time stops and time resumes. Like at least the Flash, like it's slowly like. It's saying like time stops.
Everyone just stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that over invisibility. It's like you were never even there. Visibility, you still got to be sneaky.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, what am I gonna do with invisibility? Like walk in on my ex's relationship and just be like, oh my God.
What am I gonna do? Just murder everyone I don't like?
Pretty much.
I'm
Like,
gonna
there's not a
pay-
lot of invisibility things that I'm like cool with. I don't ever. There's never ever a time where I'm like, I need to sneak into this. You know?
I'm
Don't ever
definitely
know
going
I'm
invisible.
Yeah.
But also like real talk, if we're gonna try and defend that side, dude, imagine like, oh, tonight you don't need tickets for the concert. You don't need tickets for any event ever again. You can just sneak in to any concert, any game. You could sneak
But you
into,
could do that with time too.
but no, the time stops.
Yeah, but you just walk. You stop time,
Oh,
walk
Yeah.
I guess
To
you're
do the
right.
time.
Yeah, that's even easier. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. All right, then fuck pausing time.
You're right.
through.
No, fuck being
invisibility.
invisible.
Or fuck invisibility.
Yeah.
Pausing time.
Fuck pausing time. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, kill invisibility.
The only one who is choosing invisibility is a cuck.
That's so true.
Oh.
Anyone that chooses invisibility, I've always been interested. Who's gonna pick invisibility? Either you're a pussy or you're a creep.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I'm a
Yeah.
creep.
Like either you don't want your dad to see you anymore, or like you want to spy on women, and both of those are like, come on, man.
You could do the creepy shit though with the time stopping too. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess. But
Would you rather spend 20 years with no internet, music, or video games, or 20 years with no masturbation and sex?
Yeah, I'd go
And
without.
What I really like about this one is in the description it says, if you masturbate or sex, you instantly die.
So this kind of sets up a cool thing for me, where
Yeah.
like this is the last
Just
one.
Put the tip in, baby. I can't. I'll literally
fucking
die. Put
can't.
the tip in.
Oh, and you
just die right
and
there.
you know you're going to. There's no amount of repercussions in the world that would stop me from like a real, like I'm real horned up. It's been 10
Dear
years. And I'm
Margot-
just like, hey, you know what? It's over for me anyways. This is how I'm gonna end it.
I mean, I think weirdly, the more. Oh, and if you succeed, either one, you get $1 billion. That's cool.
What the fuck?
I mean, either way, it doesn't really change it that much.
Yeah.
Just a fun caveat that
Okay.
Saving Private Ryan came up with. It's this Reddit name.
Cool. Thank you, Sid. Thank you, Private Ryan. Thank you for your service.
I think I'm letting go after the $1 billion. It changes it now. It changes the context. I think I'm letting go of pussy and masturbating.
For
Well,
20
yeah,
years?
because
Then
you can
it's like
get-
I'm getting paid to play video games, and then after I have $1 billion, so the pussy's gonna come now.
I
you know?
also like look. We've all had because look. I hate the argument. People are like, "Oh, I went 18 years of my life without having sex." Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
You didn't get so horny that you could burst through your shorts back then. So that's not a thing. I do agree with you. Not having sex is a hard thing, but I think it's that thing where like everyone's at a phase where they're not getting laid. And it sucks, but like after a couple weeks, even like you stop masturbating, you just be like, well, I guess I'm just not gonna come. Like we've all had those moments where we've like stopped or not done it. I think it's one of those things where once you quit it for a little bit, you could do it where like, dude, we are all so addicted to internet, music. Dude, fuck just video games. Bro, both of us were walking around the house listening to different Tom Segura podcasts on full blast. There were moments where they were overlapping. We can't walk around in silence. Imagine if you had to just be with your thoughts every second of every free moment of your day. That's crazy.
Yeah. Speak for yourself, dude. I'm getting pussy for 20 years.
That would be the worst part too, is if it's like it's not okay, then you get to just have a ton of
Yeah.
pussy. Like you could pick that one and then be
That's
like,
so funny.
no one's fucked me in 2 months.
No, but then I'd go another 20 years regardless.
Yeah.
I still haven't fucked, and I also haven't had TV or internet or anything.
We meet up at the end
Yeah.
of the 20 years. You're like, I've masturbated for 20 straight years. I didn't
Yeah.
get laid once.
Right. I don't.
Yeah,
No woman
get a
wanted to
haircut,
have
Dale.
sex with me because I wouldn't watch TV with them and I couldn't relate to their music. I became unrelatable, and they all won't fuck me now.
They'd be like, "Have you seen this TikTok?" And you're like, "What's TikTok?"
Yeah. In a few years, you're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like if you're 3 years into this, I'm like, have you seen Ted Lasso? And you're like, what's a Ted Lasso?
Yeah.
And we're like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess the more responsible thing is to just be like, yeah, I'll accept regular life as a normal human than fucking.
Yes.
But there's that dog in us, you know?
Perfect. We got to wrap anyway.
Yeah.
We got to get to this Revolution concert.
Yep.
All right, boys. This is a great podcast. Very fun. Shit flew by. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry if we didn't have as many Would You Rathers. We just got really diverted on the topic. Still think we did like 5 or 6. Thought this was a really fun episode. Again, guys, these episodes, if you're watching this, you are watching on the Creek in the Cave channel. Subscribe to that shit, please. We're trying to grow something here. Episodes, again, coming out Mondays now. Kind of a random time on Monday. Sometimes early, sometimes late. Depends. Just I'm a busy man.
But it's coming out on fucking Monday, okay?
Yeah, get over yourself.
God
Thank you again. Yeah, but for real, though, thank you,
Shut
everyone.
the fuck up, Grandma. It's coming out on Monday.
Yeah. You old crusty bastard. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. If this is your first time or your 148th time, we appreciate you. But most importantly, thank you for letting us be your last resort. See ya.
Yeah, check it out now. It's like this Shaw, it's like that Anna. It's like this Shaw, it's like that Anna, like that. Check it out now, check it out. Hey, yo, this one right here is about a girl. And you've seen this girl before if you've been to any club in the whole wide world. Check it out. Her nickname's Last Resort.